Another very good Thursday practice. Liked our attitude, liked our tempo. I liked the intensity, execution, what we did. Hopefully we can continue to take that to the playing field on Saturday. But I like the way we practiced this week. Very focused and like our energy. Really practiced fast this week. So hopefully we'll play fast and execute. Question?
You guys are leaving today?
Mm-hmm.
What was the...
Because we play Saturday at noon. You get up there late on Friday. You get up early Friday morning, you're in a hurry, you're in a rush to get all your stuff, get your walkthroughs. Then you get up there and you get there at 5, you have a dinner, and then you have a meeting, and now you're in bed and you get up and play. There's never a time to refocus on the game and relax a minute, take a deep breath, and make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's. And I feel like this will get us better rest on Thursday night to get up there tonight, get good rest, get a good sleep in tomorrow, so having to get up early and cram for that. Because later games, it doesn't matter, you get your rest at the hotel. But then we can get up there, sequester them together, give them some rest, and have our meetings. Make sure we dot I's, cross T's, have a lot of meeting time, the things we need to do, and get ready to play. And I think it'll help us perform better on Saturdays. Those early Saturday games on the road can be very tough with travel.
You don't like to break your routine usually, but you talk a lot about the mental makeup. Does that maybe help you worry a little bit less about how they'll handle change?
Exactly. They encourage. They liked it because they hate the hustle and bustle. Because even we went to BC on Thursday, we got behind just a little bit on that schedule. You get in those cities, and all of a sudden you just rush and you feel uncomfortable. And we didn't like that. We think it helped us play and perform better. And like they said, I'm doing this not because I believe it will help us in the long run how we perform, and they're fine with it.
Have you done that before?
No.
Is Terrence Brooks going to be a game time decision?
No, Terrence will probably be out. I think Terrence will probably be out this week in what we're doing. Look, he recovered very well, and I expect him to be back, but just a little chance he'll be doing it this week.
How good is it to have that depth in the secondary now? I mean, it seems like
critical. I mean, I say it all the time, and not just there, but everywhere. You got to have depth, and you got to develop those young players and get them playing because it is critical.
Do you think the experience that Nate's gotten in some of these big games is really?
I think it's really helped him. I really do because he can move and play different positions. Keelan and him handled that whole situation last week when they got in the game. So I feel very comfortable going into this game.
When something like inconsequential, like the whole squinting thing, becomes a big deal, it seems like Jameis he shrugs it off. He doesn't care. It's almost like he laughs about it.
But it hadn't been a big deal. It's only a big deal to y'all.
Right. Well, I mean, you talk about the clutter and stuff, and I mean that stuff for some guys could become clutter, but he handles it. Seems like he handles it
and
really
we talk about it and we deal with it. And like I said, I mean they understand what's clutter and what's not clutter. I think that's the thing. It can be, but if you define it. If you know going in what you feel is clutter and what's not clutter, it's easier. And we've tried to define it for him. But you're right, it could be a big distraction for him, yes. And
he doesn't seem like he's, obviously when you've got cameras on you all the time, you have to be a little more guarded, but it doesn't seem like he's changed his personality a whole lot.
He's the same guy. He's exactly the same guy. He really is.
Harder on some guys to prevent that clutter from, I mean, some guys it might get more than others. Some guys are probably bored.
And sometimes it isn't, adversity can cause it, but sometimes it's success. I always say I think success reveals more about somebody than failure. Because everybody wants to come back, and everybody likes it, but who you really are continues to show when you have success, being able to maintain. And we've also tried to explain to these guys why they're having success and let them understand why. Because some guys don't realize it and don't know how to act. So from that standpoint, I think they've handled it well.
And you had, I assume, a pretty good feeling that he'd handle this all really well going in.
Well, you do, but again, you don't ever know till you guys get, like I say, till the lights are on out there, or till you put those microphones in front of them. You don't ever know.
Have you ever coached a quarterback like him that has that sort of very casual personality? Most of the time he's goofy and outgoing.
Yeah, really does. I mean, Rohan was a lot like that.
Yeah.
Jamarcus was a lot like that. I mean, very relaxed.
Do you think it helps?
Believe it or not, Matt Flynn was like that. Matt Flynn was a quiet guy like that. I think it does. I mean, I think it keeps it in perspective. Well, I think all those guys, too, were multi-sport guys and dealt with things. And I really believe the other sports at times can help you differentiate yourself and deal with different situations. I really do.
Are you surprised at all by the level of attention that he sort of commanded this season? I mean, from his press conferences being broadcast live, the Heisman stuff, all that?
No, because we're winning. Because we're winning and have success. And I think it's not only him. Because, when the team has success, they got to identify somebody with that team. That's just usually what happens. And I think it's a accumulation of us having success and then him playing well, and and then his personality.
Did you guys prepare for that before the season?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. In our player development things, we do a lot of issues with how to handle media, how to handle success, how to handle failure, how to handle team success, individual success. Bringing a lot of speakers, a lot of people to do with that. That's what I talk about, the program and the things you do in the off season to help these guys develop, and it's very critical.